What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Kristen Ayana, and before we get into this episode, I just gotta say, make sure that y'all subscribe, like, and turn those post notifications on, and stay tuned with Black Talk Radio. Welcome to Black Talk Radio, hosted by Kristen Ayana. Listen as we discuss the latest in Black culture, Black news, and Black entertainment. What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Kristen Ayana, and this is a special episode of Black Talk Radio. I just watched the Boy Is Mine tour with Brandy, Monica, Money Long, Kelly Rowland, and we have a special guest here. Who do I have with me today?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's the world famous DJ Fresh. I am the official DJ for the Boy Is Mine tour, most notably known for being Chris Brown's DJ as well.
Yes, I'm super duper excited to chat with you. I really enjoyed the show.
Definitely,
And
man.
something that
Thanks for having me.
Of course, and something that I really wanted to point out that I love about you as a DJ is how interactive you are.
Yeah.
Like you really get in that crowd. Like you're really going in, talking to people. So for those who may or may not know, can you just tell us how many years have you been DJing and like what made you get into it?
So I've been DJing on a professional level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, total, I've been DJing for like 21 years.
Wow.
But on a professional level, I've been DJing about 13 or 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
I just always had a knack for music, loving music. I used to sing when I was younger, so R&B was my
I peeped
passion.
that. I'm like,
R&B was my
a
passion,
little
man.
singing
So
voice.
just dealing with R&B, getting the reaction from different people of songs heard, and
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of put me into the motion of wanting to be a DJ. Just watching the joy that come on people's faces when they hear certain songs and hear certain music that they love.
I love that. I think DJs are so important because y'all really set the tone and set the vibe for an event.
Yeah, man. Especially when it comes to these concerts, I think it's important that a DJ or a host knows that it's up to them to keep the vibe curated as long as you can, so that the people who are waiting to see a headlining act, understands that the act isn't ready yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just anything you can do to keep their mind off the fact that who they came to see, it'll be some time before they hit the stage.
Yeah.
So being involved and being interactive, that's what keeps it going.
For sure. And I definitely think you did that tonight.
I appreciate it.
What has your experience been like on the Boy Is Mine tour thus far?
It's been great actually. When I first started, I think it was like the first show, my first show, which was actually their second show.
Okay.
Because I couldn't do the first show, which would have been my hometown show, because
where are you originally from?
Well, Cincinnati, Ohio is what I represent for home. But I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. That'll be another time for another episode, because for me to break it down, it's crazy. But they had a show in Cincinnati, which was their first show. But my last show was on that same day with Chris Brown. We just did the Breezy Bowl tour. So while we were in New Orleans, they were in Cincinnati, which was my home show. Couldn't do it. So that second show when I got here, I'm still coming off the high of being on Breezy Bowl. So it's like that energy that I carried over. I had to scale it back a little bit because it was a bit much for where we are now.
Yeah.
Because of the age, some
real.
of the age gap, some of the different genres of music, and also the kind of people. I had to scale back from something that was so turned up, like even whether it be my language, my speech, what I was saying, how to talk to the crowd.
Because I like to say, this is like we with the aunties right now. We with the aunties and the
Yeah,
aunts right
yeah,
now.
yeah. I mean, so but once I got my hands around the fact that just scale back just a little bit, I fell right into it, and the experience from there has been good. So.
I love that, and it was a great show. Like maybe I might have been one of the younger ones in the crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
I knew like all the songs, and I was having a ball.
Yeah, no, it's a super great time, and I think people, watching the show on TikTok and Instagram and on social media, they see it one way and they're so excited about it, but when they actually get to like where it's at and see it in person, it gives them a whole nother perspective of it. So
it's nothing like being there.
Truly glad to be a part of it. So yeah, it's nothing like it.
Yeah. Now, as far as Breezy Bowl goes, that was such a huge tour. I was seeing clips of that for days.
Yeah, man. One thing about Chris, man, when he hit the internet and he go crazy, he just goes crazy. Like it's just, there's nothing you can stop. It's like everywhere you turn, that he's all over the algorithm, man. And that was probably one of the best tours of my entire life that I've done. I've done countless of tours, but dealing with Chris and that team over there, it puts me on another plateau, and I'm so thankful to him for that and the team, because I mean ultimately that's also how I got here too.
Right.
Everything plays a part. So super 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 proud of that.
What was your favorite memory you would say from that tour?
It would have to be the start of it, because we actually started the tour in Brazil and South Africa. Whoa. South Africa first, and then Brazil. So we did the biggest stadium in the world. I think in South Africa it holds like 93,000 people.
Wow.
So we did that 2 nights in a row.
Were you nervous?
Nah. You know what's crazy? People be thinking like, oh, bro, I've been doing it for so long. I feel like I'm supposed to be there. So it was more or less about, the nervous part wasn't me performing. The nervous part was, or the nerves rather, was the fact that I needed to make sure I had what I needed to have to play the music to cater to them when I do those sets. Like, how I did the sets in between Brandy and Monica and Kelly and all of that. I wanted to have something that I could give to them that they could say, oh, well, he pays attention to what we have going on. He pays attention to the culture. Yeah. And that right there was, something dope.
I love that. I think that's amazing. And the fact that you get to travel the world and like meet new people and get these new experiences because of your career is super duper dope. Now, I did see on your Instagram, you spoke a little bit about, the feeling after getting off of a tour. So I'm curious to know, like, as a DJ and just someone being in the entertainment industry, like, what are things that you do to maintain your mental health? Because I know it could be such a big shift from like, okay, being on tour, going to these different cities, and then like having downtime. So like, how do you manage that?
Do a lot of sleeping. So like no, but mostly, man, just prayer. You gotta pray, man. You stay prayed up, man. Every time you go, I learned a long time ago, new levels, new devils, man. So you gotta be able to withstand the things that come with being on tour, because you're around people, some people that you never met, some people that you might have met, but you're around them for long periods of time. And they always say you never know a person until you live with them. Like, so that's basically like living with a person. So you have to deal with, this person might do this person might do that. You might find out that this person doesn't always watch. Like, there's so much stuff that you find out, But just dealing with it is just, prayer, man, and keeping my faith, and knowing that by the end that I have a progression, that I have places to go, places to be, and I'm blessed to be able to take it to the next level and the next step. So knowing that keeps me, my mind steadfast on just working towards the goal. You know what I mean? So
I love that.
That's what it is, for real.
I love that. I love that you're focused. And my final question for you, if you could leave your supporters, people that may attend these concerts with one thing to remember about you, what would it be and why?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
For my supporters, fans, friends, family, anything that I would want them to know is when I step on the stage, I give 110% to the crowd. I want them to feel involved. I want them to feel loved. I want them to feel connected to me as patrons. People that come somewhere and they want to feel like they're getting their money's worth. So, even if I'm not the headliner or don't have a say in it, I'm going to make sure that I do what needs to be done so they can feel like they were actually a part of the experience, not just ticket purchasers, going to a concert to hear the music, but just making sure that they feel like a part of the vibe, you know what I mean? So whenever you see me, anywhere I'm at, just know I'm going for your best interest, and what I'm going to do is going to leave a lasting impression for you to talk about for a long time.
I love that. Well, I just want to thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you so much.
And of course, we're wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much, Chris.